Hi everyone, my name is Faridah Ismail, together with my co-author Suzana Kasim. We are from University Kuala Lumpur. Here is our presentation on title and impact of online delivery technique for introductory programming subject. As an introduction, we would like to bring you to what programming principle subject is. It is an introductory course for computer science students. And the main focus, lecturers must be able to educate students on how to have problem solving skills. And as well, on top of that, the students must have the ability to transform the solution into programming instructions. Related lecturers who are teaching the programming principle subjects still believe that this area of problem solving skills must have more teacher-student guidance, and therefore it should be done in face-to-face mode. However, nowadays that online teaching mode are available, so this programming principle subject is also can be taught online. There are various courses who already can be found online. So the concerns here is that will the students, what is the impact on the students' performance, whether they are able to grasp the programming skills online. So based on previous research, there are three factors contributed to the success of students in programming. Number one is the programming subject, how for instance, what are the syllabus about, and what are the assessment given to the students. On the student aspect is the background disciplines of the program that they are now at. For instance, whether they are from technical background or non-technical background. And the third factor is on the lecturers, whether the lecturer teaching the principles programming have experience and what are the problem examples that they use in their teaching in their classes. On top of that three factors, delivery technique is also has been seen as additional factor. The delivery technique using face-to-face mode, or is it using the online mode? So the data that we are using in this research is based on programming principles of computer programming subject that is taught in Malaysian Institute of Information Technology in University Kuala Lumpur. So the subject syllabus is referring to system development life cycle, which contains 5 phases. So the first phase is requirement analysis, where the student will be able to needed to identify the input, process, and output needed to solve the problem. And from phase 1, they need to convert it into algorithm design. Here in the subject, we focus on designing pseudocode as well as flowchart. And since this is only a structured programming approach, therefore we don't teach any class diagram yet. So from the algorithm design, we need them to convert it to program implementation. Here in our institute, we are using Java as our programming language. After doing the program, we need them to test it using several test data to identify the errors that the program are able to catch. So the data validation is also needed in this program testing. So lastly, in phase 5, they will need to identify what are the strengths of the system that they will develop, what are the future enhancement that can be done in the system. Okay. as well as the weaknesses. Okay, the students, in terms of the students, it is learned that students technical program discipline have more logical thinking skills, ability as compared to non-technical student. However, it is also found by a researcher that they have no depend on background to be able to perform in this subject. It is all depends on how well they do the exercises. So the second point here, students need to be attached to programming exercise in long hours of practice. It was proven that students with longer face-to-face session hours, meaning long hours of lecture per week, can perform better as compared to the lack of time. Okay, so on top of having long hours of face-to-face session, they also need to do programming exercises in long hours of practice. Okay, so the materials used in this paper is that we look at the exam result January 2019, whereby during that semester we did the teaching delivery using face-to-face mode, and another result will be on January 2020, whereby the delivery is using online mode. So with these two exam results, we will do a comparison and make an conclusion out of that. These semesters are chosen because they have similar assessment, and at the same time they have similar number of students. So from this data analysis for January 2019, where we did using face-to-face mode, the result shown here is whereby number of grade A achievement is almost similar to number of failures. So this is very bad for the students, whereby the failure rate is so high as the grade A students. So this was done face-to-face mode. On the January 2020 results, whereby we did the delivery using online mode, we can see the result is different now, whereby the grade A students is alhamdulillah very high. However, the failure rate is reduced drastically. So it shows something here on the online mode. Okay, so with that result, we did some analysis and we gather all the grade A minus, and A will be in this row. B minus, B plus will be in this row. C minus, C plus will be in this row. And D minus, D plus, and F result. So we assume the lower two rows as a lower grade obtained by students, and the focus is on grade A as well as the lower two grades. So we can see here grade A last year we obtained students obtained 26% of A, as compared to this year students obtain almost 38%. Increase also grade A. On the other hand, lower grade D and F, if we combine it both, it becomes 22% last year, as compared to only less than 10% this year on the lower grade. So that is the difference. So on the conclusion, the introductory programming subject is changing the delivery technique to online mode can be considered as an alternative. With this research, it is proven that it can be online mode can be considered. For online mode, lecturers need to provide better materials, interactive with self-learned contents, and the lecture sessions can be recorded. That is the good thing about online mode. On the other hand, students will need to be more independent study, and for young generations, it is found that they have less retention power of the lecture if you do it face to face. Now that we are doing it on online mode, they get to refer back to the video lectures several times in order to let them understand until they understand it better, and then they can refer to the video when they do exercises. So this paper has proven that online delivery mode has increased grade A results by some 62% when you compare last year and this year. The increase is 62%, and at the same time has able to reduce low grades by some 32%. So grade D and F has been reduced by 32%. Okay, thus with that, with preparedness by both lecturers and students, online teaching mode for introductory programming subjects can be considered to be implemented. Thank you for your attention. Thank you.